Ends of the United spectrum. The vast experience of Roy Keane and the raw promise of 18-year-old Cristiano Ronaldo. They replaced Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who is injured, and Nicky Butt. As expected, Arsenal are without Sol Campbell, who is in mourning at the loss of his father. Martin Keown covers for Sol.
Don't know what you can say about the systems of play. We know pretty much this is a familiar-looking one, particularly with Giggs and Van Nistelrooy partnership. We wondered from midweek what he would do.
Because we did say midweek that was Arsenal's strongest side.
Yes, we did. Arsenal normally take two.
By far and away, the two most successful clubs since the start of the Premiership. It might well not just be about these two this season, but it is certainly about these two great clubs this afternoon. And here's Ryan Giggs. Parlour in crisply. And Arsenal will be looking for more. That's ended with them picking up the Premiership crown. And of course, last season they beat Manchester United here in the FA Cup and went on to win that trophy as well. And if Manchester United feel there's some early uncertainty to try and cash in on here, that wouldn't surprise you. Left foot away. Bergkamp catching O'Shea. Has been more substitute or spectator than player. Arsenal drew 2-2 at a crucial stage later in the season at Highbury. So West, pressed by Vieira. And Tingy, the official, saying that the whole of the ball across the line.
I think Sylvester's quotes to his fellow Frenchman in the Arsenal side
He made Panathinaikos look woefully weak in the air. Bergkamp right up alongside Ori. United scored against them 4 times. Giggs to Quinton Fortune. And Nistelrooy just checked and got the ball by... Touched on by Ljungberg. You talk about the Ultor horses for courses. Freddie Ljungberg's got a great record against Manchester United. Nicely done by Bergkamp. Goals given Arsenal as well. Ljungberg thought that the Bergkamp. Gilberto. Ronaldo has certainly led Charlton a merry dance recently, and he's left Ashley Cole on his backside.
Direction, but that's, I think, why he's picked himself, Alex, and would have done anyway. It's a really test ball. That's why Freddie Ljungberg.
Player Cam, if you're a Sky Digital viewer, is pointing at Cristiano Ronaldo. Phil Neville giving Ronaldo a chance to express himself again. Vieira trying to get across. This time he just pushed it too far. Heard the young player from Portugal.
That's what he's going to do. He's going to attract another player over towards him every time, whether it be Patrick Vieira, Freddie Ljungberg.
Having yet got a Premiership winners medal, Quinton Fortune. Never had enough appearances in 3 winning seasons here. He needs 10, and today it's Laura. Parlour chasing, and he'll certainly do that with bags of gusto.
He's better when he's best, and that's N1, left-sided centre-back. He certainly looked extremely comfortable every time he plays there.
A virus, they think. It's shown itself as a pain in the kidney area, and very sharp pain too. From 6 of the last Premiership seasons, and that way again at the start of this weekend, but not at the moment. Excellent win yesterday. Toure this time. And a decision.
Ball's played in. Might have been a case.
Ori. Now Vieira, so often linked in the transfer gossip columns in the newspaper, with a move to Manchester United. Couldn't block. Laura.
You see Freddie Ljungberg's intention. He's had to go and fill in. He might have to do that once or twice today.
At the moment, Ljungberg is in the centre of midfield alongside Gilberto. Berth, where he might be able to help out Ashley Cole. Ferdinand's header. Martin Keown, we haven't mentioned him yet.
First touch, really.
Warrior-like qualities. I'm sure will be important for Arsenal today. He's had one. O'Shea. A lovely cruising style on the ball, hasn't he? He was fined £5,000 by the Football Association. Gary Neville. Spin on through to Lehmann, who was in great danger there of taking the ball outside the area.
Well, the feet went out, but whether the ball did it is another thing. Played this ball down the line, he comes out, now the feet go outside, but does he keep the ball in? Looks like he does from here. Just, oh yeah, just. Can you imagine over there?
Giggs makes a run, looking for a longer throw. Get a corner. Just over 10 minutes gone.
Well, they've got plenty of targets, Manchester United, but you look at the size of Arsenal, they are a big side.
Well, they were caught out in the community.
I'm not impressed, Sir Alex.
In November, he will complete 17 years as manager of Manchester United. Completes 7 years at the end of this month. It's the penultimate game of his 7th year in charge. Newcastle at home next Friday, which you can watch with us on Sky Sports. Here's Lauren. O'Shea deals with a ricochet. Right foot, or has he? Maybe he should have done. And into life at Manchester United. And Fabian Barthez, the goalkeeping spot was always had an air of show business about it. And a Tuesday night, from a header at the other end of the ground.
Yeah, I think he's done all right. Just get on with it. No fuss.
Ronaldo. It's Roberto who brings him down.
It gets outwitted like this. It's ridiculous. There are certain situations, you know, Martin.
For Ryan Giggs to take.
Hit the post. He's hit the post.
Toure was very unsure as the ball came in. And Jens Lehmann, we've seen these trouble Arsenal in the past.
Trouble everybody in the past. It's as simple as that, because the goalkeeper cannot assume no one's going to get ahead on this, so he waits. Somebody gets up, Toure ducks under it, and that's 4 inches away from bringing the first goal to Manchester United.
Ended up then as an own goal. It did touch the defender, who was Martin Keown in those circumstances. It was a very costly moment at the end of last season.
And even this Wednesday, I think, wasn't it? Celtic losing the game in Bayern because of the Roy Mackay same sort of thing.
15 minutes full of Manchester United momentum, but they've come closest to an opening goal.
Well, no one's had the momentum, Martin. Part of the reason is that across the back, take the time. As I said, it is a bit like sizing up each other, like what they are, two footballing heavyweights.
Vieira, Cole, solidly stopped, fairly stopped by Keane, who slid in, got the ball against Vieira, then Cole's there again. Little cameo, not just. Mr. was interested in a longer throw, but Manchester United waste the restart there. Switch on the player cam. Patrick Vieira now for Sky Digital viewers via the red button on the remote. Bergkamp turned into Gilberto's challenge.
No need. Well, he'll be disappointed with himself. He just went too early. And when you've got the kind of pace that man possesses, you needn't. He was in his own half. Look at that. Goodness, that's how quick he is. Well, he is unlucky then. Yeah.
Throw that was disputed on that far side, not the first of the afternoon by any means, but Arsenal got it and taken it with a bit of a positive thrust. Now Vieira to Bergkamp. Paul's made a move on the left, but Bergkamp looks to the right to Parler. Paul could make an extra man coming around the back, and he has to be him through Parler.
Yeah, I just think it's something that at the very highest level they're going to have to add to the game along the way, Arsenal, sometime.
Weather of recent months has returned. Giggs. Ronaldo taking on three. He's put some hands on Ljungberg there. Steve Bennett, who's bedded into the game well himself. A little extra pressure on his broad shoulders today. Unfussily has dealt with it. For an extra touch or two for John O'Shea. And it was a weak one towards Silvestre.
He didn't look so simple as that, Martin. He didn't see Henry sprint about 20 yards across field to close off Silvestre down.
Keane. Silvestre looking for the diagonal. I think Giggs might have been his target. Maybe I've done himself injustice, but he's found Ronaldo.
Look at Vieira straight away, Martin. Arsenal captain. Straight over as soon as the ball travelled.
But they conceded.
I think that was his target. Fantastic. And Vieira gets himself right over there right away. A little nudge in the back. Mr. Cole indicated he thought there was a little bit of a dive there. Topical.
Leading the free kick. Giggs takes deep. Van Nistelrooy.
Well, I'm thinking goal. Is it just fractionally too high? I'm not sure. Just peels off at the back post. It's totally free. Oh, what a chance for that man. Hits the target, he scores, doesn't he? Maybe just leaning back. Maybe mistimes his jump a little. Is he on the way down as he meets it? No. I think he should hit the target and probably score.
3 in April. Well, the crowd now are very much roaring. It's produced a very positive start for Ronaldo. Back to Giggs here. Plenty in the middle for Manchester United. Drops for Van Nistelrooy. It's there to be hit. Good block by Gilberto. Henry. John Neville did well.
Well, I think Roy Keane's indicating that's his first tackle in the match. First free kick he's given away. He's probably right, but I think when you race at someone and you're just fractionally out, and I mean he's just fractionally out, and you catch him, you do give the referee a problem. Sees the ball's way, it's a little, takes a touch, it gets away from him, and I think when you do that, it's hard to make up a case for the defence, isn't it?
Van Nistelrooy. So Keane did stay on his feet. He might have nudged Van Nistelrooy then, but anyway, Manchester United got the ball back and spread it wide. Ronaldo isolating Cole just for a moment, and he's managed to get a cross in, which has been deflected though.
Then he is going to at times be 1v1. Again, Vieira was the one who had to try and get across. It's going to be a long trek for him to do that time and time again.
4 coming from the edge of the area for Manchester United. O'Shea is one of them. And it's met by the fists of Jens Lehmann. And then raises an arm for an offside, hesitates with Vieira for the game where he was a bit uncertain coming off his line.
Well, he was there second time, wasn't he? It took a bit of convincing from Patrick Vieira to actually come and collect it.
He, of course, made his debut in the Community Shield for Arsenal against Manchester United, just like Howard did for United against the Gunners in the same game. Very much a new season of goalkeeping for both these clubs. Henry had plenty of joy against Fabian Barthez in the past. Cole supporting from the inside, and Ronaldo hasn't run with him. What's Ashley Cole going to do here? Well, maybe that's the best way to deal with Ronaldo. Arsenal need to have the ball.
Brilliant break. Top marks for Ashley Cole. You look at him go, Ronaldo doesn't keep up with him. This must be a joy for the fullback to say, here, have a piece of your own medicine. And he's very, very close. Thought he might slide in, Freddie Ljungberg. He did make the run there, he goes across the picture. And he was there to be slid in early. First 20 minutes or so was pretty lukewarm.
On the subject of cup ties, the Carling Cup, Cardiff against West Ham Tuesday. Higgs right up on Toure. Phil Neville. Toure wants to see it out. And you're talking about who plays in front of it. To know when you see his lineup how they're going to play, and usually he sends them out because he thinks they're better than the opposition and they can do it without tinkering with the tactics too much.
That's admirable 9 times out of 10 in most teams, but I think when you're playing one of your biggest rivals away from home, you have to maybe have a look back and say, yeah, well, that's an area where we could have a problem, he would say to himself. So, why?
And they were usually tepid, passionless at times, which is very much unlike the way the Gunners have developed over the last 6 or 7 seasons. In reaction to that, Bergkamp back in the team. Combustible player, if you like, in an atmosphere that can get very heated.
Well, it hasn't even threatened to, has it?
Cole. Vieira. Now Ljungberg. Run that type of which from a wide midfield position can catch opponents out. Bergkamp. Pushing header from Keown, but it didn't find its intended target. Gilberto. Ronaldo. Give and go with Philip Neville. Toure roaring across, but Ronaldo will get there first. Fortune has joined Giggs and Van Nistelrooy in the centre. Arsenal regroup. Quinton Fortune.
Good ball, good run, decent header. When he's in that little gap in between players.
United goal for 2 years. Keown. Lauren. Had that embarrassment in Manchester, the own goal against Manchester City 3 weeks ago. Sylvestre. Challenged by Parler, it runs for Henry, who's been on the periphery of the match so far. Much to Manchester United's relief, I'm sure.
Again, a little example again, John O'Shea in trouble, might have just put his foot through it and cleared these lines. He tried to play his way out, got caught in possession.
And another example of Freddie Ljungberg being caught upfield as the ball went to Manchester United right, and again Vieira